Some women make your life better. They bring peace. They support your growth. You feel stronger with them beside you. But others? They slowly pull you down. Not all at once, but piece by piece. Your energy, your focus, your sense of self. The worst part. Most men don't notice it's happening, not until it's too late. They ignore the red flags. They hope things will get better. They tell themselves she's just going through something. But she's not. She's showing you who she really is. And if you don't walk away early, you'll find yourself stuck, arguing over nonsense, feeling drained all the time, losing your edge. The truth is, a strong man doesn't wait to hit rock bottom. He sees the signs, he trusts what he feels, and he moves on, fast. In this video, we'll break down 8 types of women every man should avoid. Because when you know what to look for, you protect your time, your energy, and your future. Let's get into it. 1. The drama addict. At first, she feels electric. There's something thrilling about the way she moves, the way she talks, the way she fills every room with energy. She's not just fun, she's unforgettable. Every moment with her feels like a scene from a movie. Fast, intense, unpredictable. But give it time, and you'll start to notice a pattern. Nothing is ever calm. Nothing is ever simple. If there isn't drama, she'll create it. A small disagreement turns into a full-blown fight. A misunderstood text becomes a betrayal. A quiet moment feels like a threat. She thrives in chaos. And you start losing yourself in it. At first, you try to keep up. You apologize when you did nothing wrong. You explain things you never needed to explain. You walk on eggshells, hoping to avoid the next explosion. But there's always a next one. Always another storm. Always another trap. To her, peace is boring. Stillness is uncomfortable. She's not interested in love. She's addicted to emotional highs and lows. And you're just the next thrill ride, until you crash. A man who gets pulled into this cycle doesn't grow. He survives. He wastes hours on arguments instead of building his life. He doubts himself. He questions his worth. And eventually, he forgets what peace even feels like. Over time, she'll gaslight you, make you feel like the crazy one, blame you for her moods, twist your words, and worst of all, make you believe that this is normal. But it's not. It never was. You can spot her early if you're paying attention. She constantly fights with her friends or her exes. She's glued to online drama, gossip, comment wars, TikTok arguments. She reacts explosively to little things. Everything is a big deal. You don't need to fix her. You need to protect yourself. The Stoic man chooses peace over chaos. He sees the signs, and he walks away before the storm takes him down with it. If you've ever dated someone like this, How did you finally break free? Let me know in the comments. And if you're finding this valuable, hit like and subscribe. Your support helps this message reach more men. 2. The victim. She tells you everything. How her life has been unfair. How every man before you was toxic. How people always let her down. And something about the way she says it makes you want to protect her. You feel needed. You feel like maybe, just maybe, you can be the man who finally treats her right. The one who shows her what real love looks like. But here's what no one tells you. The victim doesn't want to be saved. She wants someone to stay trapped with her. She doesn't seek healing. She seeks sympathy. And the more you give, the deeper she pulls you in. At first, you just listen. But soon, your whole life revolves around her sadness, her problems, her past, and her pain becomes your burden. Every conversation is heavy. Every day feels like walking through emotional fog. You offer solutions, but she doesn't want them. She just wants to vent, over and over again. And when you finally need space, when you set a boundary, she flips it on you. You don't care. You're just like the others. Suddenly, you're the villain in her story. That's how she keeps men stuck. Not with love, but with guilt. She makes you feel responsible for her happiness. She drains your emotional energy and leaves nothing in return. A strong man might walk in thinking he can lift her out of the dark. But if he stays long enough, he realizes he's only losing his own light. You can spot this pattern early. Every ex she talks about is abusive. Every friendship ended in betrayal. And no matter how much advice she gets, she never takes action. Just more complaints, more emotional debt. A woman like this doesn't want growth. She wants a caretaker, someone to carry the weight she refuses to release. But here's the truth. You can love someone and still walk away. Stoicism teaches us that boundaries aren't cruelty. They're clarity. Don't let pity blind your judgment. Have you ever found yourself trying to rescue someone who didn't want to be saved? Share your experience below. I read every comment. And if this resonates, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more grounded, stoic insight. 3. The attention seeker. She lights up a room, not with depth or wisdom, but with charm, flirtation, and an invisible sign that says, "Look at me." At first, you're drawn in. She's playful, magnetic, and always surrounded by admirers. She makes you feel lucky, like you've won a prize every other man wanted. But soon, you start to realize that spotlight she lives in, it's not just for show, it's her oxygen. She craves attention like a drug. No matter how much you give her, it's never enough. You can compliment her all day, tell her she's beautiful, special, one of a kind. But the moment your voice fades, she'll search for validation somewhere else. There's always another man in her messages. Another friend who flirts back. She needs options, because being desired matters more than being loyal. She doesn't build connections, she builds a fan base. You'll catch her posting thirst traps, responding to every flirty comment, basking in male attention, even in your presence. And if you ever ask her to stop, she'll say, "You're insecure." As if setting a boundary makes you weak. But here's the truth. She's not looking for a relationship. She's looking for a mirror that reflects how desirable she is. You'll never feel like enough, because to her, being desired by everyone matters more than being loved by someone. Ever dated someone who needed more attention than you could give? Drop your story in the comments. And if this hits close to home, tap like and hit subscribe. Your voice keeps this channel growing. 4. The controlling woman. At first, she seems thoughtful. She checks in often, asks about your day, wants to know where you're headed. It feels sweet, like someone truly cares. You think, this is what love looks like. But slowly, the tone shifts. She stops asking and starts demanding. "Where are you?" turns into, "Why didn't you text me back?" "What are you doing?" becomes, "Who are you with?" The updates she once appreciated become expectations. You start reporting your schedule like a guilty man explaining himself. It's not about connection anymore. It's about control. Before long, you're cancelling plans, avoiding friends, feeling anxious when you don't answer fast enough. She'll say, "It's love." She'll say, "It's because she cares." But love doesn't isolate. It doesn't guilt-trip you into obedience. And if you ever push back, she'll flip the narrative. "If you really loved me, you'd tell me everything. Why are you hiding things from me?" Now, you're the bad guy, and she's the one hurting. But don't be fooled. She doesn't want compromise. She wants submission. You're not in a relationship. You're in a system of control, wearing the mask of affection. A man who values his peace knows when attention becomes surveillance. Have you ever confused control with care? Let's talk about it in the comments. And if this helped you reflect, tap like and subscribe. This channel grows with every voice that chooses clarity over chaos. 5. The high-maintenance princess. She walks in like a dream, effortlessly elegant, polished, magnetic. You think, she's different, high class, rare. But with time, a pattern appears. Her affection doesn't come from love. It follows your wallet. Take her to dinner, she lights up. Buy her a gift, she's affectionate. But mention anything modest or low-key, and her warmth fades. To her, love is a transaction. Your worth is tied to what you can offer. And once the spending slows down, so does her attention. You thought you were building a relationship. She was calculating a lifestyle. She's not looking for a partner. She's looking for a provider. You're not in love. You're in business. And when the budget breaks, so does the illusion. Ever felt like love came with a price tag? Tell us in the comments. And if you value real connection over performance, tap like and subscribe. This message is for men who won't be bought. 6. The commitment phobe. She's easy to be around. She laughs, flirts, and lives in the moment. No pressure, no deep talks, just a good time. And at first, that feels refreshing, like a break from the drama. You think you've found someone who lets things flow naturally, but time passes. Weeks turn into months, and then longer, and the connection stays exactly where it began, undefined, unspoken. She avoids serious conversations, dodges anything about us. You realize she's never made room for you in her future because she never planned on having one with you. She likes your presence. She enjoys the perks. But deep down, she's still wondering, is there someone better out there? So she keeps her options open. She stays just close enough to keep you hopeful, but far enough to never commit. When things get serious, she vanishes. When love gets real, she runs. To her, the thrill of a new romance will always be safer than the weight of real connection. Have you ever chased someone who was quietly planning their exit? Let me know your story below. And if this hit something in you, click like and subscribe. Your presence gives this space meaning. 7. The narcissist. She enters your life like a goddess. Stunning, confident, magnetic. You feel lucky, chosen, like you've won something rare. She's bold, radiant, and sure of herself. You admire her strength. But what you don't see at first is that she only shines when the spotlight is on her. She doesn't just want love. She wants worship. Not a partner, an audience. You try to support her, lift her up, but somehow you always feel beneath her. The moment you step into your own light, she dims it. She downplays your wins, mocks your challenges, makes you feel like you should be grateful she's even around. A narcissistic woman sees you as fuel. Attention is her oxygen, and the second you stop providing it, she either manipulates you back or vanishes without a trace. She never says sorry, and if she hurts you, you're too sensitive. If she cheats, you didn't make her feel special. Her world is built around herself. Yours barely exists in it. If every conversation becomes about her, if your accomplishments feel like threats to her pride, you're not in love. You're in orbit around her ego. Have you ever felt like just a background character in someone else's show? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're done being someone's mirror, tap like and subscribe. This channel is for men reclaiming their identity. 8. The feminine chameleon. She feels like everything you've ever wanted. She laughs at your jokes, shares your values, loves your music, your hobbies, even your opinions. It's uncanny. You think, how is she so in sync with me? She seems too good to be true. because she is. At first, it feels like you've finally found someone who gets you, but over time, something starts to feel off. Her personality begins to shift, subtly at first, then all at once. Suddenly, she's not into the things she used to love. She sounds different, acts different, and then you realize she was never being real. She mirrored you, studied your desires, your values, your habits, and wore them like a costume to draw you in. And now that she feels you're invested, she lets the mask fall. The gentle, agreeable version of her fades. The real her? She's nothing like what you thought. And worse, she starts to resent you. Because in her mind, you're the reason she lost herself. She molded herself into what she thought you wanted. And now, she's angry that she played the part too well. She'll pull away. She'll shift again into someone else's dream girl. This isn't the first time. It won't be the last. She's not a partner. She's an actress. And love, to her, is just another role to perform. The damage comes after. You're left confused, exhausted, wondering if you were the one who changed her. But the truth is, there was never anyone there to begin with. Red flags? Watch for them early. Her beliefs change based on who she's dating. Her personality adapts like a chameleon. And her love feels too instant, too tailored to be real. A strong man doesn't fall for illusions. He watches. He questions what feels too perfect. And he walks away when things stop adding up. Have you ever felt like you were dating a version of yourself? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if this message helped you see things clearer, hit like and subscribe. Don't miss what's coming next. Until then, stay sharp, stay grounded, and stay true.